Assalamu alaikum. Students, I am Kausikin from Southern Business School, University of Southern Punjab, Multan. Students, now I discuss another topic that is returns of scale. In the previous lecture, we will discuss what is production function, what is economies of scale, what is internal economies of scale, what is external economies of scale. Now we will discuss the laws of return. The laws of return operates in the sort of period. It explains the production behavior of the firm with one factor variable while other factors are kept constant. It is implies in the fact that the quantitative define of the effects brought about by an economic good is a necessary condition of its being an economic good. Production function: a given output can be produced with many different combination factor of production, that is land, labor, capital and organization are inputs. The output thus is a function of inputs. The functional relationship that exists between physical inputs and physical output of the firm is called production function. Keep in mind, what is production function? The functional relationship that exists between physical inputs and physical output of a firm is called the production function. Physical inputs mean land, labor, capital, and organization. Now we discuss the types of laws of returns. The laws of returns are categorized into two types: the law of variable proportion, keeping to analyze production in short period. Second, the law of returns to scale, seeking to analyze production in long period. Law of variable proportion, it is also known as law of diminishing return. According to Stigler, as equal increments of one input are added, the input of another productive services being held constant beyond a certain period, the resulting increments of produce will decrease, that is, marginal product will diminish. It is a natural behavior of any production function. When you increase the unit for production, that is labor capital, then production will increase and the marginal will be decrease, diminish. So, according to Samuelson, an increase in some inputs relative to another fixed inputs will, in a given state of technology, cause output to increase, but after a point, the extra output resulting from the same addition of extra inputs will become less. It is obviously when production function increase, marginal will be decrease, diminish. Three stages of the laws of production function: increasing returns, diminishing returns, and negative returns. Stages. The diagram is shown in the discussion room. You will see the diagram. Diagram also show the three stages of the production function. When production increase, maximum stage, and then will decrease. When total product increase, marginal productivity, marginal product decrease, average also decrease. When total product maximum, marginal and average equal, when total product decrease, marginal decrease and average also decrease, but marginal decrease eventually greater than average product, and marginal product will be negative, zero and then negative, but every product not zero and not negative. It's three stages of production function. Number one, now we explain in one by one. Stage of increasing returns. In this stage, as a variable resource, labor is added to a fixed input. The other resources to the total output increase up to a point at increasing level, as shown in the figure that is in the discussion room. We can see this diagram. Second stage, the diminishing return. In stage 2, the total production continue to increase at a diminishing rate until it reaches at maximum point where the second stage and in the second stage both marginal and average product will be both decreased diminished but are still positive. Stage of third, that is stage of negative return. In the third stage, the total product decline, the total product curve slope downward from up to down. The MP curve falls zero, that is show the diagram point L2 and then is negative. It goes below to the x-axis with the increase in the use of variable factor, that is labor. Laws of return to scale. The laws of return to scale operate in the long period. It explains the production behavior of the firm with all variable factors. The law of return to scale describes the relationship between variable inputs and output when all the inputs or factors are increased in the same proportion. Types of laws of returns to scale. There are types of returns to scale: increasing, constant, and diminishing returns to scale. Increasing returns to scale: if the output of a firm increase more than the proportion of an equal percentage increase in all inputs, the production is said to be increasing return to scale. Constant return to scale: when all inputs are increased by a certain percentage, the output increase by the same percentage, the production function is said to be constant return to scale. Diminishing returns to scale: the term diminishing returns to scale returns to scale where output increase in the smaller proportion when the increase in all outputs. For example, if a firm increase inputs by 100% but the output decrease by less than 100%, the firm is said to be decreased return to scale. Now, what is bibliography? Wikipedia, microeconomic concept.com, economicdiscussion.net. Students, in the return to scale, very important concept according to the production function, because production function, every production function has three stages, that is increasing, maximum stage, and decreasing. Every business, every production function must be the level achieved, that is the portion of the production function where the variables of production function and the producer here stand stand for steps that what the level of production uh, they will increase. They will increase their output level, they will increase their profit level. So the laws of return operates in the short time period. It explains the production behavior of the firm when the one factor variable while other factor are kept constant. The previous lecture we discussed production function is a function of land, labor, capital, and organization. So that point shows that if we we reach we consider the production function, total product is a function of labor, capital constant, technology constant, then total product is only the function of labor. It implies in the fact that quantitative definite witness of the effects brought about by the economic goods is a necessary condition. It is being an economic behavior of the any function. A given production function can be produced with many different combinations. That is, we already explained what is the combination. That is factor land, labor, capital and organization. That is the input of the production function. We when we input our production function, that we will produce the production function means output. We will produce output. The output thus is a function of input. The functional relationship that exists between physical input means that is we already explained land, labor, capital, and organization, and then we produce physical output of a firm, that is called production function. And every firm has its own production function, which shows the long run production function and the short run. In the long run production function, all the variables kept variables, no other variable constant. But in the short time period, from one factor as a variable used, but other factor are kept constant. So hopefully students, you will like this video and you understand the law of returns. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.